In today's video, we are looking at some situations where we are unable to log in to an ONT. Some customers call us and say that the ONU is connected to the computer, but when they enter the IP address, they are unable to ping it or log into it. When such a complaint is reported, the first thing we need to check is what all factors we should verify. First, we need to check whether the LAN cable is properly connected from the ONU to the computer. There are two ways to log into an ONU. One is by connecting the ONU's Wi-Fi to the computer and logging in through Wi-Fi. Similarly, we can also log in by connecting a Cat5 or Cat6 cable from the ONU's LAN port. If we are logging into the ONU using a LAN cable, then on the computer or the device we are using, we need to assign an IP address in the same IP series as the ONU in the network settings. Here, I have connected an HG323RGWONT to my computer. Its default IP is 192.168.1.1. So in the network settings, we need to go to the taskbar, right-click Open Network and Internet Settings. And then click on Change Adapter Options. This is the network control panel where we set IP addresses and other configurations for each adapter. Here, I have connected the ONU to the first port. You can see that the Ethernet option is enabled while the others show a red cross mark. Now, in this Ethernet adapter, we need to assign an IP address in the same series as the ONU. For example, if the ONU IP is 192.168.1.1, we should assign an IP in the 192.168.1.x range. This is not mandatory in all cases because the ONU has a DHCP option. If DHCP is disabled in the ONU, then we must manually assign an IP to the computer or the device we are using. If DHCP is enabled, the device will automatically get an IP address dynamically. Here, I have assigned an IP and then proceeded to log in. Double-click on the adapter, go to Properties, then select IPv4, Internet Protocol version 4, and double-click it. In most cases, the settings will be like this. Then select Use the following IP address and enter an IP. Since 192.168.1.1 is the default IP, we can assign any other IP in the same range. Here, I have assigned 192.168.1.6. When we click on the subnet mask field, it will automatically populate. This is a Class C subnet mask. Then click OK and close the window. After that, to check whether the ONU is communicating with the computer, we can perform a ping test. For that, click on the Start menu. Type CMD, open command prompt, and type ping 192.168.1.1-T and press enter. If you receive replies, it means the ONU is connected to the computer. In some cases, for example, in a control room, there might be two ONUs connected. One ONU is providing internet to the system, and another ONU might be brought from a customer for firmware updates or other purposes. If both ONUs are in the same IP series, 192.168.1.1, then whenever we enter the IP, it will always open the ONU that is connected to the internet as it gets priority. In such situations, we can log into one ONU, usually the internet connected one, and change its IP address. Alternatively, we can temporarily disconnect the internet ONU and then access the other ONU. Another issue is not assigning an IP address to the LAN adapter. In such cases, when we enter the default IP in the web interface, the login page may not load. Sometimes, login issues may also be caused by the web browser. We may try logging in using different browsers such as Google Chrome, Mozilla Firefox, or Microsoft Edge. If one browser does not work, try another. So if we are unable to log into a device, the first thing to check is the network adapter settings. Verify whether an IP address is assigned. If assigned, perform a ping test. If ping is successful but still unable to log in, try changing the web browser. If none of the browsers work, then we can reset the ONT once and try logging in again. These are some common complaints, and in most cases, customers forget to assign an IP address to the adapter. So first assign an IP address in the network settings, then perform a ping test, and then log in using any web browser with the ONU's default IP address. In some cases, customers may forget the login password. These are common issues that customers usually report, and these are the main things we can check and try in such situations.